Today we're going to take a look at Evil Dead Rise 2023 on 4K Ultra HD from Arrow Video. In this review, I'm going to compare Evil Dead Rise 4K to the 4K that came out in 2023 from StudioCanal. So which version of Evil Dead Rise would you like to add to your collection? We're breaking it all down and then answering the question, should you upgrade? All right, guys, when it comes to video quality, I wanted to do it a little bit different. Normally, I do Blu-ray or a 4K that's different from the other 4K. I break that down, and then I compare the two when I do the new 4K. Honestly, this is the same transfer across the board. When you look at the Arrow website, it actually tells you that the 4K transfer is from Warner Brothers. So with that said, I'm just going to put them all together and then just explain what I see and what I think I liked about that 4K transfer. Coming off the bat, when it comes to grains, it is consistent, is moderate, and I like it. It looks great. When it comes to black levels, the contrast and black levels are amazing. It looks great. The difference here is that the 2023 / StudioCanal / Warner Brothers is HDR10, while Arrow Video is giving you a Dolby Vision version of Evil Dead Rise. So you are getting HDR10 / Dolby Vision with the Arrow Video version of Evil Dead Rise. Now that's a plus to a lot of people that love Dolby Vision over HDR10, so you might like that. When it comes to colors, the colors are identical. It's just so weird. They're both clear and clean. Again, when it comes to the 4K transfer, they're just both the same. There's nothing new, nothing different. When it comes to color grading, there ain't none because it's the same transfer from the Warner Brothers one. So again, when it comes to this, is it really truly an upgrade, or are you just spending money to get a Dolby Vision version of Evil Dead Rise? Now that really comes down to you if you want to spend the money on it. Again, I purchased it. I thought there was going to be a difference, but honestly, when I read from the actual website and it said that it's the masters from Warner Brothers, I was kind of bummed out and kind of let down. But I'll talk about where the pluses come for the Arrow Video version. But with that said, before we even break down even further, I want to show you guys the comparisons of the 2023 HDR10 version of Evil Dead Rise compared to the Dolby Vision HDR10 2026 version of Evil Dead Rise. Enjoy. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's the comparisons of the 4K of StudioCanal versus the Arrow Video of Evil Dead Rise. Now, leave a comment down below and let me know which one you think looks best, but let's get right into audio quality. All right, guys, when it comes to audio quality, the 4K of StudioCanal comes with Dolby Atmos, and of course, the Arrow Video comes with Dolby Atmos also, and DTS HD True HD 7.1. Now, I watched the movie, of course, in Dolby Atmos, and again, they're kind of the same. I think they are the same Dolby Atmos track. I don't even see where it says brand new mix from StudioCanal. So with that said, I'm gonna take this as it is the same mix across the board from 2023 to 2026. And I gotta say, the Dolby Atmos from 2026 is phenomenal. It sounds amazing. There is scenes in the movie that I thought the damn demon was really behind me or next to me while it's doing the creaking and the noise. Like, I'm already catching goosebumps thinking about it. It was very immersive when it comes to Evil Dead Rise. Again, when it comes to the audio quality, the Dolby Atmos does not disappoint. It is fantastic sounding, well balanced. The music is great, very loud. The ambient noises, demon noises, everything is presented very well on this mix, and I loved it. I was really immersed. I was like, I'm not a big horror movie guy, but I was freaking out in a lot of scenes because I haven't seen this movie since the theater. So that tells you I was really immersed with this Dolby Atmos soundtrack. They did a great job over on Arrow Video or Warner Brothers, wherever it is. If it's a new mix, they did a great job. If not, it's the same mix, then they did a great job there too. But with that said, let's get right into the menus and special features. All right, guys, so let's get to menus and special features. Before I talk about the special features part, because I think this is where the money is really at for you hardcore Evil Dead fans, I gotta say, let's talk about the menus for both. Because I think for 4Ks, at least you can see the difference between the two. When it comes to the 2023 StudioCanal version of the menu, I gotta say, they do a pretty cool introduction. When you put the disc in, you see the demon talking through the peephole, and I kind of like that. I thought that was pretty cool, and then goes right into the menus featurette, which I don't like. It's just a wallpaper with the actual, like in the bottom section, where you could select your stuff. I didn't like that. I thought, again, kind of lazy. I thought I was gonna get an immersive menu system, because once you see that little interactive screen when you first pop the disc in, I thought that was really cool, but then it goes into a wallpaper, into then the selections on the bottom. So I thought that was kind of a letdown. Now, when it comes to the 2023 4K, I gotta say, it comes with two special features. So that's kind of a letdown for 2023. Again, I thought it was gonna get an interactive menu. Didn't happen, but you get a kind of a decent menu system, and then you get two special features. So kind of a letdown in the 2023 department. When it comes to the menu for Arrow Video, it is the same thing over and over. It'll play the clips in the background, which is selections on the side. So with that said, it's very creative. To me, I like it. It's pretty cool, but I'm gonna leave the images on the bottom for both, so you get to see the 2023 version and the 2026 version of the menus in the bottom. Now, when it comes to the special features, this is where your money is at in terms of Evil Dead Rise 4K should you upgrade. It comes with a whopping 16 special features. 16 on a 4K disc. That is, to me, I think that's the most so far I did on this channel in terms of a 4K review. I think that's a lot, and I think it's warranted, and I think that's amazing. Again, now, I know a lot of people are gonna complain about that it's the same 4K transfer, but you are getting a lot of special features. If you're a hardcore special features person, then the Arrow Video might be for you in terms of that department. But it's up to you guys. But again, 16 special features on the Arrow. The Arrow does not disappoint when it comes to special features. Maybe in certain franchises, but sometimes I kind of notice with the horror, they give you a lot of special features, whether it's new and old. So they did a great job in this department. But let's get right into the final verdict. All right, guys, when it comes to the final verdict, should you upgrade? I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. I thought we're gonna get a little bit of the color grading here, upgrade. Maybe they fix a little bit here, but they did not. They kept the Warner Brothers masters, and they pretty much didn't do nothing, maybe slightly brighter on the Arrow Video compared to the StudioCanal / maybe Warner Brothers of Evil Dead Rise. That was kind of a bummer, but when it comes to the audio, to me, the Atmos soundtrack sounds amazing. Again, I haven't seen this movie since the theater. I did own this on my collection. I never put it on, but watching them again, I gotta say the Atmos soundtrack is amazing. For those of you out there that haven't seen it, or if you've seen it and you're going back to watching it again, it's amazing. When it comes to the special features, that is what you're paying for, is special features. You're getting 16 special features here versus 2. You're gonna go with the special features. Of course, if you're a hardcore horror person or if you're a hardcore Evil Dead fan, then the Arrow Video is for you, and that's what you wanna put into your collection. But that's just me. But with that said, there you guys have it. What do you think of Evil Dead Rise 2023 on 4K? Which version would you like to add to your collection? Leave a comment down below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for all things Geeks and Flix. Be awesome to each other, and keep collecting.